Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to DuePoint. Good afternoon to everyone around South Africa who's tuned into this live broadcast. Wherever you may be, I think Jane is on the live chat. Introduce yourself as always. We're always interested to know who's online, where you are, how many guests you have with you. Thank you for being my live audience today. We're going to be spending about 35 minutes together as we go through our introductory business presentation. It is very much an invitation to join us in this partnership here at DuePoint. And so I hope I give you enough information so that you can make an informed decision by the end of the 35 minutes. All right, so let's begin. As you can see, we're a division of another company called Constantia Insurance Company Limited. Constantia is a registered insurance company. We've been around for 70 years, so we are a very well-established business. DuePoint, however, was formed just over 3 years ago. So in February 2016, when a number of factors and aspirations came together for the founders. So we're going to go through these quickly just so that it gives you context as to the relevance of our business. Why is DuePoint around? One of the biggest factors we wanted to have effect on is social impact. We wanted to have a positive impact on the community and the country that we work in as a business. And so from your point of view, that's a great thing, because what we've done is we've aimed at economic interest. Right? We want the impact we want to have is an economic impact. And so I know this is true because I know there's only one reason why you're sitting here watching this presentation today. What is that one reason? It's one reason. You know what it is? Money, right? And that's because of a lot of the risk that we find ourselves in at the moment. So the circumstance that we find ourselves in is fraught with risk at the moment, especially if you're employed. You never know what tomorrow brings. And unfortunately, we're not getting the raises that we hope we get every year. Inflation is killing us. And so that when I talk about creating social impact, it's economic impact that we want to have in lives of people and their families. And so what we've done is we've created a social entrepreneurship opportunity. It is a business opportunity that is very much community-based. And so what we've done, the opportunity that we've built, requires us to work together in this partnership to help grow DuePoint's business and brand in South Africa and perhaps soon throughout Africa. And so your mandate becomes to go out and help us connect more people to this business. We could have, like many of our other businesses, just employed traditional forms of marketing. We could have gone, no, we don't need community or social entrepreneurship. We can just go advertise our business and our products and services on the radio, on TV, on the internet, in newspapers, on billboards, which many businesses do in South Africa. But that wouldn't have created any social impact, right? That wouldn't have helped anybody in the community that we work within. And so social entrepreneurship, the empowerment that we've made available through this business, requires this partnership, this mandate for you to go out and create the channels of distribution for us. That becomes your job here at DuePoint. And so all you're going to do is go out and tell people about DuePoint, right? And if you're able to do that successfully and connect people to DuePoint successfully and engage in our system successfully, you get to create your own channel of distribution. And this creates additional income for you. That's why you are sitting here or watching us on the live stream, because you're interested in the additional income. So that's the primary benefit. The nature of the income is very important to discern because this separates us from many business opportunities. I'm sure you're going to have people talking to you about business opportunities constantly, right? Everyone's looking for something. Everyone's trying to get their own business opportunities down your throat. And so you have to start becoming discerning about what is a good business opportunity and what is a weak business opportunity. I think DuePoint's the strongest business opportunity in the country at the moment, right? But we're going to go through the benefits and you'll be able to make a decision for yourself. So one, we create what we call recurring income. Our business is not sales or commission based. It's not activity constrained. We create recurring income. This is actually a benefit that insurance companies make. It's the ability to make money while you're sleeping. It does not require your activity all the time to create income. As employees, we know that our salaries are tied to activity. You have to go to work when your boss says, this is the time you start, this is the time you end. You get a lunch break, you get a tea break, that's it. You get this many days of leave and this many sick days. And unless you don't do that, you're not going to get a salary, right? And so that's activity-based income. And many businesses are the same. So the businesses I ran in the past were very much activity constrained. Unless we were working, we weren't producing money. And at the end of every month, we started at 0, and we would have to chase that number every single month, that turnover that we required just to run as a business. But here at DuePoint, because we have what we call a book value as an insurance company, we don't have to do any work next month, and we'll still produce income, right? Because we've got an asset that pays out our income, and you get a share of that as a wealth engineer because you've helped us build that, right? And so recurring income is very powerful. Power duplication and flexibility. So we've invested a lot of time and money into technology. We're very much a technology forward-focused business. Technology makes business easier, simpler, faster, and you must engage in the technology. Never must you come ask us for brochures or printed forms. That's the 90s. That's the old days. We're not looking back, we're looking forward. And so you've got to engage in the technology because it's wonderful. Like I said, it makes business easier and simpler. You can start doing business in Cape Town tomorrow without having to go to Cape Town. You can WhatsApp someone. You can send them a YouTube video. You can sign them up online. It all happens because of technology making it possible, right? And so engage in that. Power duplication, that's your ability to build a team around you. What's going to build your channel faster? A good resourceful team or you on your own? A team will always do it much faster than you can on your own. And so build a good team around you because that's where exponential growth lies in your income. If you want your income to shoot up faster than you can imagine, it's going to be because you built a good team around you, right? And so make sure you take advantage of that. No startup capital, risk-free. Our business has been designed to have a very low barrier to entry because we've designed it to be as accessible to South Africans as possible. And so this is not an entrepreneurial opportunity that has got a big price tag attached to it, right? Entrepreneurship, if you've ever tried to start your own business, you will know starting your own business and getting it to be successful and making profit requires years and money and time. But we've designed this wonderful opportunity to have no risk. So you are free to do this business, to try this business. Even if you're skeptical, you're still free to try it because there's nothing to lose. We've designed it to be risk-free. And then there's no qualifications or experience requirements, right? What happens when you go apply for a job? They want to know your qualifications and your experience, right? And so when you get to your 20s, 30s, it's almost you've already been told how much you're going to earn in this life. They say, well, this is your education, this is your qualifications, this is your experience. You want to be the CEO? You can't be the CEO. This is what you can be, and this is how much you can earn, right? At DuePoint, the wonderful thing, because of the accessibility, you can have anything you want. Anything you want here at DuePoint, right? And then you get to build an asset. This is probably the most important thing because it's an asset that you have ownership over. This is very important. Ownership is key when you start your own entrepreneurial venture. Ownership is always key. You go speak to any entrepreneur. It's always about ownership. You're not an entrepreneur if you don't have ownership, right? And so here at DuePoint, you own the channel of distribution that you're building. Your asset can't retire you. Your asset can't retrench you. Your asset doesn't stop paying you next month if you're sick and you're in bed. Right? That's a wonderful thing. And even upon death, an asset doesn't disappear. That value that you've spent time, this asset that you've spent time, perhaps a lifetime building, does not disappear when you die. You get to pass that asset, that income that you're producing every single month, that wealth that you've generated, you get to seed it to your spouse or to your beneficiaries, your children, once you die. Right? And so ownership over an asset is very important when you look at any business opportunity. And then finally, there's no selling involved. Absolutely no selling. You've got nothing to do with our products, the sale or the marketing of our products. That's my job. I will tell you about the products in this presentation. When you go out and connect people to this business, you are only connecting them to this presentation, to this opportunity, to the business opportunity, not to the products. No one's going home with boxes of product today. No one's going to sell insurance products this weekend. That's my job. I'm the insurance salesman. I'm the only one wearing a tie here. You see that? For my sins. And so that's wonderful. You don't have to worry about selling or convincing people to buy anything. And because our products are financial in nature, and we'll get to those later, We don't have tangible products. There's no boxes of product with expiry dates that take up space that you have to order. There's no stock and distribution that you have to worry about. Everything is taken care of by technology. We've got debit orders going off every single day. Currently, right now, you never have to worry a second about it. It gets taken care of by systems in the background, right? And so it makes the business very convenient to do. But you have to be good at building a channel of distribution. So I'm going to show you what one looks like. It begins with you. You become a wealth engineer here at DuePoint and a product owner. And now you are tasked with going out and doing your job. What is your job here at DuePoint? To go and connect people to the business opportunity. And so you go speak to as many people as you can. In this little example I'm going to show you here, this person's connected 5 people. 5 people that they showed the opportunity to, decided they also want to become wealth engineers and product owners, and that is the beginning of your channel of distribution. This is where the power of duplication lies, because those 5 people are going to go out and talk to other people. We allow you to benefit monetarily from what your team does. And so when they go out and build their own channels, they're actually helping you build your channel. And this is where exponential growth lies. You want to give yourself a 10% increase in your return every single month? You can do it at DuePoint. Some people double their income every single month at DuePoint. Some of our big wealth engineers that are earning thousands will give themselves 10% increase every single month in this business. In employment, we're happy if we get any increase. 1%, 2%, 3%, we're happy, right? Because everyone else is losing their jobs and getting no increase. I'm one of the few that got a little increase. I better be happy with my situation. At DuePoint, you're free to build this thing that you own, right? You're being paid for every single product owner that you see in your qualified channel here. And you're at liberty to grow this thing every day, every month. For a lifetime, you can commit yourself to this business and see it grow over time. So this is the asset that you own that pays you a monthly return from DuePoint. How do we calculate that monthly return? It's based on a very simple number, 27.50 Rand for every product in that channel, right? In the qualified channel. So remember, we started out with 5 people. Those 5 people that you introduced to DuePoint, we call that your first point. Anyone you connect to DuePoint falls on your first point. Right, your first point. And on your first point, we actually pay you double, 27.50 Rand. And on your second point, when those people go out and connect other people, that's your second point. And on your second point, again, you earn 55 Rand for every product. So if you went out and connected 100 people on your first and second point, you'd be earning 5,500 Rand a month. That quickly. And remember, it's recurring income. So you can extrapolate that over a year. That's 60,000 Rand a year that you're making, with just 100 people on your first and second point who are paying. And when your channel keeps growing to the third point, the fourth point, and your product gets further away from you, that multiplier drops, right? So you earn the most money with product that's closest to you, and as your channel gets bigger, that multiplier drops. At 0.8, you're earning 4% of the 27.50 Rand, but we don't limit you there. From 0.8, in theory, into infinity, you will carry on earning 4%. We don't limit the size of your channel at DuePoint. We don't limit how much money you can earn at DuePoint. Think about that for a second. There is no limitation. Go to your boss on Monday morning and ask them, what's the most you think I can make here in this company? They will give you a number. They'll say, you're already earning it. Right? My wife works in labor litigation and human resources in her business, and salary, they call them salary ceilings. When people get to a position in the business, and she works for the biggest private employer in the country, right? Their head office is something like 3,000-4,000 people. Salary ceilings. You get to a position in life, in employment, where everybody knows you're not going to go further. You're not, right? We know it. I don't have to tell you that. Think about where you are in the company. Have you got the next position in mind? Maybe the one above that? But are you going to keep going? Are you going to get to executive level? Are you going to become the CEO? Very few of us have aspirations like that. You might have those aspirations, the desire, but practically it's not possible. Why? Oh, you don't have the education. You don't have the experience. But here at DuePoint, there's no limitation. There's no limitation to how much money you can earn. I want you to commit your life to this business. This is bigger than marriage. Your spouse doesn't pay you every month. This business can pay you every single month. And so I'm hoping people will look at our business and go, wow, no risk. I'm building an asset that I own, and they're not limiting how much money I can earn. Why do I not spend every day connecting people to DuePoint for 40 years and see what it does? When you're on your deathbed and people look at you and that person built wealth, they became rich in their lifetime. Their children are so lucky. That's the people we want to see evolve in DuePoint. People still want to understand, well, how much activity are we talking about? Every single day, maybe I can do that, maybe I can't. That's a decision you're going to make. But I'm going to show you an example over the next 5 years of what you could make over 5 years if you just connect 2 people onto your first point every single month. Right? So in your first 6 months, you'll have about 2,500 Rand. So 2,500 Rand return at the 6th month mark. Now, I all know you need money right now. So you might be thinking 6 months takes too long to make that sort of money. I need money now. But we have to start changing the way we think about money. Who wants to be wealthy? Stupid question, right? But that word has got different connotations for each one of us. If I asked each one of you personally, what does that mean for you to be wealthy? You'll all come up with a different answer. But I know there are a couple of principles to building true wealth that we have to adopt. One of the principles is that we get rid of our debt. I know you all got debt. Me, I'm so deep in the debt as well. I can't even think about being debt-free. But in this business, we're hoping people will start aspiring to becoming completely debt-free. Because if you can become debt-free, well, now you are one very big step closer to becoming wealthy. Because a person who earns a big salary, 50,000, 100,000, 250,000 Rand a month, aren't necessarily wealthy. If I'm earning 250,000 Rand a month, but I've bonded a 15 million Rand house here in Bryanston, and I've got 2 nice cars, and my kids go to the private school that I pay for every single month. Am I wealthy? I look wealthy. I look wealthy. If you saw me in the street, you say, look at that guy's nice car. Pretty wife, pretty kids, the dog's pretty, the house is nice. They're wealthy. But if I got retrenched next month, how do I pay for the house? How do I pay for the cars? How do I pay for the kids at the private school? I go from looking wealthy to suddenly living with my parents again. Right? That's not wealth. Wealth is when you have no debt. So 2,500 Rand, if you put that into a bond, right? If you're paying off a property over 20 years on a bond, 20% extra into that bond will reduce the bond by nearly 50%. That 2,500 Rand over 11 and a half years will save you 900,000 Rand in interest that you would have paid to the bank. The lesson is start getting rid of your debt as quickly as possible, because you'll always be faced with a decision. When DuePoint starts paying you extra money every single month, you're going to go, ooh, I'm going to go to the spa a little bit more. I'm going to have lunch more out. I'm going to buy coffee out a little bit more. I'm going to buy shoes a little bit more frequently. The decision always is, you're going to spend the money or you're going to pay your debt off faster. Get rid of your debt. At month 12, you're earning nearly 9,000 Rand a month. We'll go through this quickly. Year 2, you're at close to 28,000 Rand a month. 36 months in, remember, you're connecting 2 people onto your first point every single month. You're close to 50,000 Rand a month after 48 months. So this is 4 years from today, nearly 70,000 Rand a month. And then 5 years from today, you could be earning 85,000 Rand a month. Sounds simple, doesn't it? It's academic. When we break things down into theory, it seems simple. Right? And it is. It's a simple business. Maybe not an easy business, right? Becoming wealthy is never easy, but we've designed it to be simple so that everybody can do it, right? And you can do it. And so every single month we bring real people up onto stage. So we say, no, let's not be academic about what we can do. Let's see what real people are doing in our business. So here we've got a lovely lady, Natasha. She's from PE, been in the business 2.5 years. Her channel's generating nearly 9,000 Rand a month. Let's see how much work she's put in. She's got 13 active first pointers. So 13 people on her first point that are active. Those people have helped her find a channel that's nearly 400 people in size over 9 points, generating 9,000 a month for her. How much money do you need in the bank? Let's talk wealth and investment. How much money do you need in the bank to generate 9,000 Rand of interest a month? 2 million. Who's got 2 million in the bank? Right? Do you understand the power of money? We look at money from a consumer point of view all the time. That is a problem. If you look at money all the time and think of what you can buy with it and what it affords you and what it can spend you, you are being a consumer. Consumers never become wealthy. You have to look at 9,000 Rand and go, not what can I buy with the 9,000 Rand. You've got to look at it and go, how much is that money actually worth? If I can put 9,000 Rand into my bond or into my car payment on top of my normal installment and pay the car off in 2 years instead of 5 years, pay the house off in 10 years instead of 20 years, that's where the power of money lies. The bank knows that, right? That's why the bank is always lending us money, right? They know compound interest can work for them, but it's working against us. We need to swap that around. We've got thousands of people joining our business every single month. You are at liberty to decide what you want out of DuePoint. Right? You can look at all these people, and we've got some superstars in the business. We've got people that are brand new. We've got people that have been around for a long time, just cruising. We've got people that come in and don't do anything. You need to decide what you want out of our business. The table is full. Imagine there was a table here. We've got the pack of 1,000 Rand, 2,500 Rand, 10,000 Rand, 85,000 Rand, 250,000 Rand per month. All you need to do is decide what you want. Now that might sound simple. You think, oh, what kind of exercise is this? Obviously, I take the 250,000. Right? But I'm going to ask you for a decision at the end of this presentation that is not about what you want. It's the question you have to ask after you've decided what you want. On top of the returns program, we've got a rewards program. The rewards program is added benefit. It's the cherry on top here at DuePoint, right? So we pay monthly returns every month, but when your channel gets to certain sizes, we call them ranks, and at every rank, you're either getting a cash reward, right? So a cash check, or we give you tools, and there's a whole bunch of things in the rewards program. So I'll go through a few of them so you know what's in store for you at rank 5. Business toolkit so that you look like a professional when you go do prospecting. By the way, you can buy merchandise from day 1. You don't have to wait to get to rank 5 for us to pay for you to get merchandise. Get the business cards from day 1. Be a professional. That's always the choice. Ask yourself every single day, am I a professional today or am I an amateur today? The amateur doesn't have business cards. I'll tell you that straight up. Amateurs don't walk around with business cards. Professionals walk around with business cards. Professionals look good. They speak properly to people. They're professional always. They're on time, right? If you want to be successful, you have to up your standard and up your game. And everything in our rewards program helps you up your game here at DuePoint because we want to see you successful quickly. Rank 7, we buy business cards for you that are handmade, personalized in your name, 1,000 cards. They are gilded in gold on the edges, and they are a fortune. They cost a fortune. No one has business cards like this in South Africa. Nobody. When you sit down at a meeting, let's say there was someone who was looking to, you knew someone in your street. That person in the street said, I'm looking to get involved in business. You thought, oh, this is a great opportunity to go tell this person about DuePoint. But everyone in the street, they've got their own businesses. They're also going to go tell that person about the business. So the guy says, okay, we set up a meeting one evening. You each have 30 minutes. You come tell me about your business. I'll make a decision. Who's going to have 17,000 Rand business cards to put on the table and say, this is the business I want to tell you about? Everyone else has got the 250 Rand business cards from the street corner. Right? No one has 17,000 Rand business cards. This helps you prospect successfully because when people make an impression of who you are, a judgment call. People make judgment calls in 6 seconds. I look at you, I look at the way you dress, the way you look, your hair, face, business cards, the way you speak to me, I sum you up in seconds. No transaction happens in the world without trust. Because when I look at you, I go, can I trust this person? Or they're just wasting my time, they're taking a chance with me. Business cards help. Rank 9, we take you and your family to our Rank 9 International Conference. It is business class flights only. We only fly business class. When you get to Rank 9, you join us. We fly you and your kids business class. We go to a 5-star luxury resort, right? It's for millionaires only. I'll tell you that straight up. It's for millionaires only. If you're willing to spend 25,000 Rand a night, you can go stay at the resorts we go to. I'm not spending 25,000 Rand. I'm telling my kids, you're going to Umhlanga Rocks. But this is available for everybody. So take a look. We've documented our last 2 trips. I want you to imagine yourself there with your kids in business class on the beach, eating, drinking as much as you want. No expense is spared, and we don't ask you to pay for anything. We pay for everything. How does that look? Did you imagine yourself there? Could you feel the warm sand between your toes? Who wants to fly business class with their family every single year? Not 1 year, every year with your family, 5-star luxury resort every year. Every year you come home, your kids get used to taking holidays overseas every year. That's what happens to your life at rank 9, because it's not once off, it's every year for the rest of your life. You've got 1,000 products in your channel by the stage you're earning 20,000 Rand a month. How long do you think this will take you to get to? The gentleman in the white t-shirt did in 5 months. 5 months! Don't tell me records aren't made to be broken. Expand your mind. Expand your mind. Don't limit yourself. Maybe you can do it in 4 months. 2 ranks later, we spend 250,000 Rand buying you a brand new car. Who would like a brand new car? Who doesn't have a driver's license? You all got a driver's license. Huh? When you get a car, you're going to have to go do your driver's license. Because we pay for the car cash, we put it in your name, you get to park a car in your garage that's brand new. And most importantly, there's no installment at the end of the month. No debit order, no debt on your cars. Sure, cars can ruin wealth very quickly. But here at DuePoint, we buy the cars cash in your name. And so you never have to worry about the cost of a car or financing a car. And this is the little car. We're at rank 11. This goes up to rank 28. This is the baby car. Believe it or not. Right? Rank 9 international conference is the little conference. We're only 3 years into business. This is a lifetime business. We've designed this business for the next 25 years. We've rolled out our plan for the next 25 years in this business. I want to see where people are going to be when they've committed 20, 25 years into this business. I promise you they are going to be extremely wealthy individuals. We were speaking to someone else the other day who just became rank 10. They were asking, what happens at rank 28? How much money do you think we're earning when we get to rank 28? And Brendan said, if we had a conference at rank 28 and our rank 28s arrived, they would not be arriving by car. They wouldn't. You'll be making so much money at rank 28, you'll arrive by helicopter. You're shocked by it, right? So you're shocked by that's even possible for you. But I'm telling you now, someone's going to do it. You've got to decide, are you coming along for the ride, or are you going to sit back and watch it happen? You have to decide. Our business is very much built on our products. Our products are built with wealth in mind, believe it or not. People often look at investment or insurance products with grudge purchase. Oh, why do I have to pay money on insurance? Because anyone sane that builds and invests time into building assets and wealth over a lifetime, you think they wouldn't protect that legacy that they've created, the wealth that they've created? Of course they would, right? And so look at our products. Our products have been designed with wealth in mind. Perhaps not for your sake, perhaps for the sake of your family. But a lot of us are motivated to change the lives of our families, not just for ourselves, right? So Access Wealth, investment and an insurance product rolled into one, 324 Rand a month. Only 100 Rand gets invested into a tax-free investment fund in your name. You've got full access to that account. The insurance aspect is 120,000 Rand personal accident death cover. And so the products are the same price for anyone over the age of 18. Doesn't matter what your health status is, doesn't matter what your age is. The price is the same. Wealth Guard is insurance only. 249 Rand only affords you 1 million Rands worth of personal accident death cover. 1 million Rand, right? Upon your death in any form of accident. So it excludes natural causes and illness. But the beauty of that is that we make the products accessible to everybody at the same price because we don't profile your health. There's no questions about your blood sugar. You don't have to go see a nurse to do urine tests. We don't want to know about your GP visits in the last 20 years, right? And it makes the products very straightforward. Family Wealth, funeral cover product, probably the best funeral cover in the country at the moment, 299 Rand a month, gives you 20,000 Rands worth of funeral cover, covers up to 5 family members, also gives you 10,000 Rand of liability cover. So we will pay up to 10,000 Rand of debt. On top of that 20,000 Rand that we put in for your funeral cover, you can increase this amount to 30,000 Rand funeral cover as well as up to 10 family members. And again, we make no discrimination against people with health conditions because we don't have any excluded pre-existing conditions. Anyone can get in this product. You have to get in before the age of 70. But once you're in, you can grow, you can live to 120, you'll still be covered. But you have to get in before the age of 70 with this product. And then we've got Wealth Points. Wealth Points is 299 Rand a month. And it aims to lower your monthly expenses. Think about all the money you spend every single month. Who spends money on data, airtime, and groceries? There immediately we can bring that cost down because we've partnered with Celsey, ShopRite Checkers, always on. We've got the entertainer, restaurants, hotels. We've got everything. We've covered everything. Travel, car manufacturers. If you engage in this product, you engage in the partners, you can save money every month because we've got discounts and services from these businesses that we've partnered with, right? So those are our 4 products. Simple, straightforward, and easy to understand, right? If you need more information, go to our website. The Achiever Quest, this is a wonderful opportunity to make money in your first month. So if you're brand new, if you're a guest here and you're wondering, well, you're thinking back to that path to success, 2,500 Rand after 6 months, and I've got to wait so long before I can start making money. No, you can make money immediately. You can make 16,500 Rand in your first month at DuePoint. In your first month. Why? Because the Achiever Quest allows you to do it. If you can connect 10 people in your first month who all pay successfully in the same month, we'll give you 5,000 Rand on top of your return and your rewards. If you're able to do 20 people, we'll give you 10,000 Rand. If you're able to do 30 people in a single month who all pay successfully in the same month, we'll give you an extra 15,000 on top of your returns and rewards. We've got a lady who's done it every single month. right? AchieverQuest has only been around for the last 2 months. Simus Heathley's living in town in Joburg, been in the business 7 months, but in the last 2 months when we launched the AchieverQuest, she's hit the AchieverQuest every single month and boosted her income in the last 60 days by 10,000 Rand. All she did was she went and connected over 20 people. So you can do this. If you want to earn money, big money in your first month, go do it. Long-term incentive, we've got the 365 challenge. If you can connect 365 people on your first point, in your first 365 days as a wealth engineer, right? Now we require focus, big focus. You have to connect on average 1 person a day to the business. If you can do that, we'll give you about 1.5 million Rand in benefit in the next 12 months. By this time next year, you could be earning close to 50,000 Rand a month if you do this. We'll give you a 365,000 Rand check for doing it in the time frame. You'll be ranked 13 or 14. You'll have everything. You'll have the business pack, the business cards, the rank 9 holiday. You'll have the car parked in your garage. You'll have a whole bunch of cash checks along the way. And you'll have a business that is paying you out nearly 50,000 a month and growing. You can do it. If you've got that level of focus and commitment, if you can connect 1 person a day, you could be en route to creating massive wealth in a short amount of time. So that's the 365 challenge, Bloemfontein Encounter. If you know anyone in the Free State, even if you don't know people in the Free State, get lists of people that are in the Free State and invite them to the Bloemfontein Encounter, because this will help you build a channel in the Free State. Right? So there's the date, 20th of July. Go onto our website, events, register yourself, and as many guests as possible. Invite as many people to this conference as you can, because Brendan will help you build your channel down there in the Free State. Do you want a business just in your town, or do you want a national business? Always a national business, right? You have the power, we've got the technology to do it easily. So take advantage of these opportunities when they pose themselves. We only go down once a year, right? So invite as many people as you can. The decision, remember I said I was going to ask you a decision. The first decision is, do you want this? Right? I'm past that decision already. For the people that want to do this business, that want to partner with us, that want to enter into this community where we get to work together towards wealth, for those people, I have a bigger, more important, more intentional question. And that question is, how are you going to fit DuePoint into your life going forward? It's really like a marriage proposal, isn't it? Only if you want this. Right? We don't force this down anyone's throat. I'm not trying to convince you to see the benefit of this. I'm showing you the business so that if the people that see this as an opportunity and get excited by the opportunity and want to do this, for those people I'm saying to you, don't make the mistake of treating this like a New Year's resolution or a hobby. This is a business that will save your life. This business will change your life dramatically. And so it's very important that you decide intentionally how to fit this business into your life going forward. Perhaps every day. Maybe it's just 1 or 2 hours a day that you commit. You prioritize the business and you work on it. And you get to see the results. You get to give yourself an increase every single month in this business. You will stop thinking about work. You will start thinking about business. Right? So that's the decision we need to make. Very quickly, our business. When you go forward with DuePoint, perhaps your first step is a step of faith. To go, okay, I've seen this business for 35 minutes. But I like it, I'm going to try it. I'm going to take a leap of faith and we're going to try this business. I've got nothing to lose. Let me try the business. But your second and your third step and every step going forward has to be in confidence. It has to be in trusting the business, believing in the business. Because when you go out to go speak to other people and tell them, I've got a business for you to come look at, they have to look into your eyes and go, this person is passionate about DuePoint. They believe in it. They committed to it. They invested in this business. That's the only way they will trust you. If you've got some skepticism, you're not so sure, you need to sort that skepticism out. Go to our website. Go to the Constantia website. We're listed on the Joburg Stock Exchange. We are a publicly audited business. We're regulated by the FSCA, right? We are scrutinized as a business constantly. We're 70 years old. You can go look at our 70-year history and go, is there anything I should be worried about with this business? Answer all those skeptical questions that you have. Because once you answered all of those and you've got belief and passion in your heart about this business, I promise you it'll do you good. When people see you and they see you on fire for the opportunity that this business offers, they'll come with you without asking questions. They'll say, let me see what you're so excited about, right? That's the FSP number that we operate under. That's Constantia's building. They're down the road here in Randburg. And with that, I thank you for your time. Did we run over? We were 40 minutes. I'm sorry, instead of 35, I took you 5 minutes over. I thank you for your time, especially lunchtime on a Friday. But I hope that all of you are able to build prosperity for yourselves this year. Who's going to have a prosperous 2019? Everyone wishes us at the end of the year, have a prosperous new year. What does that mean? Does that mean I'm just sitting back and suddenly money falls onto my lap? What do they mean, have a prosperous 2019? What they actually meant was, I hope you go to that DuePoint presentation and take advantage of that opportunity. That's what they meant. So that is my hope for you, that you make 2019 prosperous. And you help other people do the same. That's a wonderful gift to give someone. So thank you for your time, and good luck.